along this path so I can hike again, and I can go on family vacations, and we can be active, and I can do my work that's very physical without paying for it for 2 days. Been an athlete my whole life and had some issues with my back that was keeping me from doing the things I wanted to do, and I kept trying to get back in shape myself, and I kept hitting roadblocks. And I'm consistent and tried to get help online from different programs, and it just wasn't cutting it. It just wasn't doing it for me. It grinds away at you. And I didn't realize it was such a big goal in my life, but it affects so many different parts of my life that not being able to do what I wanted to do, go out for walks, go out hiking, help around the house, as silly as that sounds, but doing laundry, loading the dishwasher, daily things that I couldn't do, or I had consequences that lasted way longer than they should have. I couldn't take the dog out for a walk, and she's little. She's 12 pounds. I would be grumpy because I'm not moving enough. I'm not getting enough exercise. My body feels stuck and stiff, and it just gets worse. I keep thinking, I need to rest it, but the reality was it just kept getting more stuck and more stiff and less mobile. So it's aggravating and frustrating because you want to fix it and you don't know how. We've always been very particular about movement, which I have always appreciated, and it's been this journey of being particular, but checking in and bringing new awareness to me and my life and my body, and things like including thought patterns that I had not even considered when I was trying to do this on my own, and some nutrition information. And I think I know a lot about nutrition and I eat really well, but you brought some things to the table that I didn't know about that have made a huge difference in recovery and building muscle. And those are both big things at my age that are really hard to do. And the medical community tells you, you're just getting old. And it's really not true. They just don't know. They don't have that information to give to us. And you have a lot of different information that really has helped me along this path so I can hike again, and I can go on family vacations, and we can be active, and I can do my work that's very physical without paying for it for 2 days. Had many doctors tell me to stop bending over completely. I've had many doctors, one in particular, who said, you're never going to deadlift again, after looking at me and my x-rays and sort of my physicality. And many doctors who just, you're just getting older and you just need to take it easy, and that's just part of life. And they're wrong. And it's the most frustrating thing, because then I come into this with this mental state of, I'm going to break. And you have helped me realize I'm resilient and I'm not going to break. And if things get a little tough, we back off a little bit and we let my body recover. And it's more about recovery and building than it is about anything else. I was struggling to move 5-pound weights around my house. And I just did a sumo deadlift with 40 pounds. I can almost touch my toes and not have my back get stuck in position coming back up. Finding the headspace to not panic every time something feels feels like it goes a little sideways, and the reality is it's not going a little sideways, it's going right where it should be. And getting stronger. And I couldn't find that path before. First day, I did some light deadlifts, and I went home, and my back wasn't talking to me, and I thought we're on the right track. And I also think anytime the recovery was about a day, and I got to day 2, and I was like, okay, I'm surviving this. And then it became, oh no, this is normal. Like, it's a new normal. Yeah. So headspace is important. I actually look forward to coming. I was excited to come today, and it's always been stressful to come because I didn't know, and this wasn't just this time, this was like, right, when I come to CrossFit class, and I wouldn't know how am I going to feel in 2 days, am I going to do something wrong? It's all, right, like Western medicine is all about, oh, you did something wrong, you shouldn't have been doing that, whatever that was. You shouldn't have picked up that pencil off the floor, you shouldn't have, carried groceries, or you should, whatever. And this is much more about, like, this is your life, and life is way more fun when you get to move and participate. I think your passion for not just fitness, but the person as a whole, and the mental component, and the emotional component, and nutrition, and sort of looking at someone as a whole being, and not just goals of more weight, or goals of more strength, or goals of bigger muscles. I think it's really